As we begin with breaking news, a deadly attack and a dramatic shootout at the Naval Air Station in Pensacola, Florida. CBS News has learned tonight that the shooter, a pilot in Saudi Arabia's Air Force, had been in the U.S. for training since 2017. But this morning, he stormed a classroom building and opened fire, killing 3 people. Police say they took him down in a gunfight. The base on the Florida Panhandle was on lockdown most of the day. It is the second shooting this week at a U.S. naval base. Tonight, there are questions about how a Saudi national got a gun and what motivated the killing. Jeff Pegues has new information about the shooter, but we're going to begin with Mark Strassman outside the Naval Air Station. And Mark, I understand this is still an active crime scene.
Yes, Nora, still an active crime scene, and more than 10 hours after the first shots, only essential personnel are being allowed inside the Naval Air Station as investigators dig into a fatal Friday morning.
We have multiple patients at the front gate. Send as many EMS units you have available.
At 6:51 a.m. came the first emergency call. Shots fired. A man with a handgun inside a training classroom at Naval Air Station, Pensacola. He killed 2 people on the spot. A third died later at a hospital. Within 5 minutes, 4 different agencies were charging inside Building 633. 2 Escambia County deputies shot and killed the gunman. At 7:50, the threat was over. Both deputies were wounded, one in the knee, another in the arm. 6 other people were also wounded, including Ryan Blackwell. He was shot 3 times.
It covered a couple different floors. This is a rather large building.
Chief Deputy Chip Simmons is with the Escambia County Sheriff's Office.
When you get into a scene like that, it is a bit like a movie because you have spent shell casings all over.
CBS News has learned the gunman was Mohammed Saeed al-Shamrani, a member of the Saudi Air Force. His motive is unclear. He was in training at the Naval Air Station, the Navy's primary base for aviation training.
We have a international training syllabus. We have students from several different countries that come here. They learn aviation. They become naval aviators while they're here.
The Naval Air Station is a sprawling facility. It's also home for the Blue Angels, the precision flying team. Heroics by Pensacola's first responders saved today's carnage from getting worse.
They ran to the fight, not from the fight. And even though they knew there was an active shooter, and again, the chances of putting your life in danger are great, guess where they went? They went inside.
Like most Americans on the base, the Saudi airman was not supposed to be armed. The base commander told me, with few exceptions, only security personnel are supposed to carry weapons. And Nora, that will all now be part of the FBI's investigation.
All right, Mark, thank you.